Hotep. And good day, family. I'm Lord Kalisha Kill, and this is another edition of Soulful Conversations. We try and do Soulful Conversations on Sundays because this is our day of worship. This is our day of reflection. This is our day of community. And it's Father's Day. So before we even get started, I want to say to all fathers out there, Happy Father's Day. If you're a good father, Happy Father's Day. If you've not been, this is a day for you to take time and try and reconnect with your loved ones and your children. If you're an individual who didn't have children of your own, like my spiritual father, Mr. Terry Island, I want to say Happy Father's Day specifically to him because he came into my life when it was much needed. And there are men out there like Terry who take on the challenge of helping young men like me who needed guidance at a specific time in their life and became father figures. So to those brothers like my father, Terry Island, I want to say thank you. To those of us who've lost fathers, like my father's, James Finky Curry has moved on to glory. I love you, Dad. I miss you every day. And I cling to all of those lessons that you gave me, and you spent countless hours trying to make me a better person and a good man. And I hope that I am living up to that today. Another Father's Day greeting goes out to single moms. If you're a single mom and you're pulling both duties, mother and father, because the dad wasn't in their life for whatever reason, I want to say Happy Father's Day to you too. Today's talk is about fathers and the number one goal of fathers, which is protecting your family, protecting your woman, protecting your children. But even more important, which is, I really want to bring this in, black men, we have got to start protecting our community. We've got to do a better job. Some of us are. Some brothers are out there every day fighting to make the community better. Some of us are leeching off the community, taking advantage of the goddamn community, and not caring about the community. And that's very important because the number one commodity in any community is your women. Which is the reason why I had problems with that brother Kevin Samuels, because he didn't understand that sometimes berating the very, very commodity that you're going to need is more harmful than it is helpful. Even when a sister has it measured up, she's still a queen, and we still need to work with them to bring them up and not belittle them. I want to show you, I'm a modest. Peace, love, balance, justice, and harmony. That's what Mayat means. Be peaceful, be loving, be balanced, be just, be harmonic. Do those things every day, and God walks with you. See, that's what we believe in Mayat. This book is like the Bible of the Christian, the Quran of the Muslim, the Torah of our Jewish brothers. This is the book that the brothers who practice Mayat and those who are members with us here at the temple, the pyramid of Mayat, this is what we go to. Today's conversation is a touchy one. And so I want to read a passage today out of it before we get started that meant a lot to me. And I went right to this. To know a person's nature, value and observe a person's deeds and actions over his or her words. It is often difficult to know a person's nature, for some are nice but steal from you, or awkwardly respectful while inwardly plotting, are brave on the outside but cowardly on the inside, are strong for themselves but weak for others, are quick to talk but slow to act, are supportive when you are beneath them but jealous when you have wings, are kind but cunning, and they're with you but acting against you, are talented but selfish. That is the perfect example of what I'm talking about today. Family, I want to open up talking about a sister named Micaiah Montgomery, and I hope I said that sister's name right, because she's no longer with us. She was shot this week by her ex-boyfriend, Taco Nash, in DeKalb County while picking up their child at a daycare center. Let me say that again. She was picking up their child at a daycare center. He walks into the center, points a gun at the staff, and takes her out, even though the staff wanted to protect her, but they didn't have a gun. So she leaves with them protecting her co-workers. This is a true queen. When they get outside, she takes off running. And this motherfucker, because I can't think of a better word to describe him, shoots his child's mother, while she was holding their baby. Get it together here. He shot her while she was holding baby Chloe, his daughter. Now, where is the failure in this? Well, I'm going to tell you something. He had been arrested at least 4 times for violating this system. He shot her while she was pregnant with Chloe. He had beat her, assaulted her, threatened her life. He had been bonded out at least 4 times and put on a goddamn ankle bracelet. The ankle bracelet is supposed to tell the people where you are. And one of the places he's not supposed to be is anywhere that she would be, like at the fucking daycare center. So, who's monitoring this bracelet? Her family had made numerous phone calls to the police about feeling that he was going to kill her. After shooting her in the woods behind the daycare center, Taco Nash called the family and told them, I just killed her. Which means that he had rage issues and he's a child deep down inside. So the whole fucking system failed them both. Did he ever see a psychologist when he was locked up? Huh? Where were the brothers that knew him? Black men. Did he have any friends? Did any of you not see the rage issues dwelling within him? He had true jealousy issues. And today, Miss Montgomery, Queen Montgomery, is in peace, resting in peace. He is in an 8x10 cell in DeKalb County. And Chloe is without parents. I did a movie, Black Girls Die Too, that talked about women who was in the escort industry and were being murdered by their black patrons, black men, killing black women for absolutely no motherfucking reason outside the fact that they're monsters. And I heard men say, well, they knew what they were getting themselves into. No, the fuck they didn't. They got into a sexual contract with a man. It's their right to do that. That's their body. It's his right to seek a pleasure from these women, but it ain't his fucking right to shoot them, to strangle them, to kill them, to dump their body in an empty house where the family can't fucking find them. And there are multiple, I talk about 4 specific black men that do this, that did this in that movie. If you haven't seen it, it's on Chocolate Love TV on YouTube. You can go watch Black Girls Die Too. Why? Because this is my mission in life. Spent my whole youth running around, chasing women, chasing money, fucking up. And then once in a while, God reaches down and asks you, motherfucker, what are you doing? Domestic violence leads to murder. Because when you beat a woman, you're out of fucking control. Most black women who are murdered by their boyfriends, their husbands. The least protected woman on earth is the black woman. It don't mean that white women aren't being murdered, because they are too by their lovers. But I'm talking about in-house, man. We're in our community, and we are killing, beating our women. Because of COVID, motherfuckers was locked in with their girls. Violence against women went up 49%. What the? Whew. How do we get it together, brothers? Because this is a challenge to black men. How do we get it together? I know there's situations where a woman, sisters, y'all know what I'm talking about, can press your buttons. Yeah, you ain't gonna do shit to me. My daddy don't do this to me. And push you and push you and push you. I've been there. But that is when you gotta harass, pull all your strength together and walk away. Go have a drink, man. Go watch a game at the sports bar. But put distance between you and this woman that's giving you hell at this time, whether she's right or wrong. I'm calling out to black men today. The Micaiah Montgomery case is one of many that I've researched, that I've read about, that I've met families. Africa Hardy was killed in a hotel in Gary, Indiana. She was one of many killed by a slug-ass nigga that didn't love our women the way he should. Vernicia Woodard was killed here in Atlanta, Georgia by a police officer sworn to protect her. And Vernicia was killed at the same time Michael Brown was. We made a national story of Michael Brown, didn't do shit for Vernicia. Protecting the black woman is the most important job we have. She is the producer of our future, of our babies. She's the first teacher. Y'all know what I'm saying is real. We have got to pull it together, brothers. All of us. That means when you see a physical confrontation between a man and a woman, and you put the fucking video on WorldStar instead of trying to protect her, stop it, bring it to a halt, then you failed her and us. I have 3 daughters, 3 granddaughters. And maybe my goal is to create the type of young man that's going to be there to protect them when I'm gone. Right? How many of you have daughters in another state, in another city, and you can't be there physically to protect them? So I want to work on the mentality of young black men today. We have got to realize that your woman is your most important responsibility. Not your company, not your hobbies, not your money. I know all those things are important, but what are we doing it for? Right? What are we doing? See, I remember back in the day, I remember my dad telling me, that no good woman is going to struggle with you. and he didn't say you couldn't go through tough times with your woman. My dad said, you have to always be on the grind. She has to see in you potential, a future. Now, Brother Kevin Samuels was right about that. He asked black men to step it up financially. But his problem was he would tell some sisters, you can't never reach this man, this goal. He's out of your, element, whatever the fuck that meant. And so he failed at half of the mission. The mission is to raise all boats. All boats. I can't think of the city. I believe it was in Arkansas. Sister on welfare, had 3 children. One of those, Kevin Samuels, said he never fucked with. She rises to become the mayor of her city. It ain't never too late if you haven't violated someone past death to change your life. And I'm asking black men today, on Father's Day, look at yourself. Ask, have you done all that you can to make the life better for your wife, your girlfriend, your children? You can fail on occasions. It's tough. You can't be fucking perfect every day. But are you working toward perfection? We shouldn't be losing sisters in the clutches of the hands of the men that's supposed to be protecting them. We have preachers. I'm calling this out to fellow ministers, preachers, imams, sheikhs. We are spending too much fucking time in the pulpit talking about the hereafter. I'm going to say that shit again. We spend too much time talking about when we gone, man. And our people at times are going through hell right here. We have to challenge our brothers to get it together. Those of you who've gotten it together, who understand what I'm talking about, who has that myotic spirit in your heart. See, if you're a myotic soldier, your job is to become an avenger for your woman, an avenger for your people. So if you have that understanding here, you've developed that mentality, that's what we want. This ain't a knock on black men as a whole. What I'm saying is that we're killing our brothers who we shoot ball with, go to work with, have a beer with. These niggas are beating their women behind closed doors, and some of them, many of them, are killing them. Killing them. I want us to have a moment of silence for the queen that was shot at the daycare center. I want her family to know that I am praying for them and for baby Chloe. I wanted this to be a part of today's Soulful Conversation because it is a senseless loss of life to a young lady who really had a bright future and who was really moving forward with her life and removing the element of Taco Nash. Queen, I'm sorry that you're gone. I am. And I pray for you today, and I pray for your family. This is Father's Day, fathers. Let's stand up. Let's take an oath to elevate the women in our life. Let's take an oath, protect the women in our lives. Your mother, your daughter, your wife, your girlfriend, your auntie, your niece. And guess what? The sister down the street that's catching hell from a nigga that you know ain't shit. All these things I ask of you because I know it's in you to protect them. I know it's in us to protect them. I was at a movie, coming out of a movie, and I saw in the first row, brother grabbing on his sister. She was ready to leave. He didn't want to leave. So when they walked out, I walked out behind him, and he grabbed her and threw her up against, a young teenage kid. And I pulled him off of her. A lot of people said, nigga, you could have got shot. So what? My job is to protect that sister. And I was protecting him. He do something violent, he could lose his life. We have got to do better. And if you are suffering, brothers, and you are a person that you know you're a rageaholic, this is the time that you're supposed to step forward and say, I need help. I need help. Because there are more brothers like Taco Nash out there emotionally crippled. See, let's remember something. He's emotionally crippled. He's a fucking rageaholic. And we lost that young sister. So on this Father's Day, I want to say to all of the good fathers, happy Father's Day. I really, really mean that. And to those of you who have not looked around your community and done enough, I'm asking you to get in the game, brothers. Get in the game. You can go to the Pyramid of Ma'at on Facebook. You can join up with us. Maybe start coming to some of our Sunday Soulful Conversations and become a member. Become someone who is committed to helping change our community for the better. For the better. Once again, happy Father's Day. I'm Lord Kalisha Kill. To all of the queens out there, I will always love and always fight and protect you. I will do all that I have to speak on your behalf. To my daughters and my granddaughters, thank you for loving me and being there to help me become a better person every day. Because that's the journey, to become a better person today than you were yesterday. Hotep family and Grand Rising. Grand Rising.